A landmark decision is putting the government on the hook for flood damage along the Missouri River. A judge ruled that the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is responsible for the flooding. New at 6, 41 Action News reporter Kat Reed spoke with one of the farm owners who took his case to court.
I'm walking along a levee that protects 17,000 acres of farmland from the Missouri River. We spoke with a farmer, Lanny Frakes, who says he started noticing changes in how the Missouri River was carrying its water.
And we know that farming is not guaranteed.
It's a lesson Lanny Frakes learned from a young age, farming this land in Buchanan County. But around 2006, Frakes says the flooding he had always expected became much more severe. In the past 12 years, he's lost not only crops, but 100 acres of farmable land from sand deposits.
It will probably never be farmed again in my lifetime, I don't believe, because it would financially be too large of a burden to remove this sand.
Whether or not that this land is dry enough to plant at any given time depends on the water table.
Polsinelli attorney Eddie Smith found Frakes wasn't alone. His team represented nearly 400 landowners and farmers from Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa. Together, their flood damage was estimated at $300 million. Their argument rested on changes the Army Corps of Engineers made to the river to support fish and wildlife. They included adjustments to reservoirs, dams, and other structures along the river.
What our clients wanted, most of all, was a recognition by the court that, in fact, the Corps had changed, fundamentally changed, the way they manage this river to transform it back to a more natural state, and that had consequences for our clients.
This week, a judge ruled the Corps was responsible for some of the flooding beginning in 2007. That means the government will have to pay for damages. But notably left out, the horrific floods of 2011, when Frakes and others had their worst damage. The judge said there wasn't enough evidence that the changes were responsible. But Smith says his team isn't giving up there.
Let this be said, the 2011 claims are not done.
The water just sits there.
In Buchanan County, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
And we just heard back from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. A spokesman there said that they are reviewing the court's ruling and working with the Department of Justice on the next steps.